They're generally purchased in some way as a status symbol. And then as everything is turning more and more to the online world, it's just a natural extension for people to want status in this world that they live in, the digital world where we spend most of our time, frankly. NFTs are so hot right now, but they can be a little bit confusing. So by the end of this video, you should feel like an NFT expert. So we're going to start with the basics of what an NFT is, what they do, and why people are buying them. And hey, some NFTs are selling for tens of thousands of dollars. So maybe you'll watch this, you'll understand what's going on, and you'll be the next big NFT millionaire. That'd be pretty cool. First off, what is an NFT? This stands for a non-fungible token, but what exactly does that mean? Fungible means the ability of a good or an asset to be interchangeable with another individual good or asset of the same type. So an asset that is fungible is the best kind of asset to use in commerce. The prime example of a fungible asset is cash. If someone gave you a $100 bill and you gave them back 5 20s, no one loses, no one gains anything because cash is fungible. The same thing would be true if you gave me an ounce of gold and I gave you back a different ounce of gold. They're both worth the same. They are interchangeable for one another. Now, a non-fungible asset is one that cannot be substituted identically for another asset. So if me and you were to trade cars, even if the car was the same model and year, it would not be fungible because one of us could have a manufacturer defect, or maybe yours rides a little bit better, but the gas in your car, that would be fungible because it's interchangeable. Other more traditional non-fungible assets include real estate, artwork, and now encrypted digital tokens, aka NFTs. Now the word token in the case of non-fungible tokens refers to a digital certificate stored on a blockchain in the exact same way that your favorite cryptocurrency is stored on a public ledger. So an NFT is a digital asset that can't be substituted for any other digital asset, and it's publicly verifiable. Now you might be thinking, why would I pay $100 or $1 million for something that I could literally just screenshot and have for free in my phone? And that's a great question. It really comes down to the verifiable ownership, collections, and social status. So just like most expensive things, they're generally purchased in some way as a status symbol. And then as everything is turning more and more to the online world, it's just a natural extension for people to want status in this world that they live in, the digital world where we spend most of our time, frankly. So this is why we're seeing expensive NFTs being used as profile pictures on social media, because it's just status. It's social status in the online world. The second extension here is collectibles. Not unlike Pokemon cards or stamps, NFTs can be collected, and certain collections gain a following and a community, and then demand increases. Some people love the communities and want to buy in because it's a community that they love, where others may want to make a quick buck and they buy into a collection in an attempt to flip it for a higher price. Now, this is a very, very new industry, and most projects will become worthless, but a small percentage will be around for the long haul, whether you like this concept, whether you agree with it or not. And either way, it's important to understand how NFTs are purchased and how they're sold. But first, we're going to buy an NFT. So on here, you can browse collections. If you have a specific strategy that you're going for in order to buy NFTs and flip, you can go ahead and do that. There's tons of cool art on here. I will say this is high risk, especially if you're buying aftermarket NFTs. It's kind of a double risk here, because not only is there the risk of the volatility of Ethereum as a token, but also the risk of purchasing an NFT that may never be purchased for that price again. And the risk is different with an NFT because you don't have the same liquidity. You can't just place that Ethereum on an open marketplace and it gets executed like that. With an NFT, you need to have an individual buyer. It makes things a little bit more tricky, so be extremely safe. This is not the kind of thing that you want to throw your life savings into. Just be extremely careful. This is very speculative.
켈리가 죽도록 힘들었을 때 세계 최고의 부자들의 성공 비밀은 아주 큰 지혜가 되었고, 그 덕분에 이렇게 큰 성공을 해낼 수 있었습니다. 매일 동기부여 모닝콜 필사를 하시는 여러분도 그들의 성공 비밀을 자신의 지혜로 만들어 꼭 성공하시길 바랍니다. 한글 5번, 영어 5번입니다. 시작합니다. 나는 세상의 혁신적인 변화를 깨닫고 미래를 대비합니다.
I'm aware of the world's innovative changes and preparing for the future.
나는 세상의 혁신적인 변화를 깨닫고 미래를 대비합니다.
I'm aware of the world's innovative changes and preparing for the future.
나는 세상의 혁신적인 변화를 깨닫고 미래를 대비합니다.
I'm aware of the world's innovative changes and preparing for the future.
나는 세상의 혁신적인 변화를 깨닫고 미래를 대비합니다.
I'm aware of the world's innovative changes and preparing for the future.
나는 세상의 혁신적인 변화를 깨닫고 미래를 대비합니다.
I'm aware of the world's innovative changes and preparing for the future.
같이 성공하겠다는 마인드는 나를 먼저 성공하게 만드는 지름길입니다. 주변에 성공한 사람이 많을수록 나의 성공률은 높아집니다. 주변 사람들의 성공을 돕는 것은 곧 나의 성공이 됩니다. 주변 사람들과 이 성공 비밀을 공유하세요. 켈리가 당신에게 이 성공 비밀을 공유하는 것도 성공을 유지하는 비결 중에 하나입니다. 함께 가면 멀리 갑니다. 지금 당장 함께할 사람을 초대해 주세요. 좋아요, 구독, 알림 설정은 이 모닝콜을 함께 제작하는 20명이 넘는 재능 기부자들과 켈리에게 큰 힘을 줍니다. 사랑합니다.